It took 10 years, but the Supreme Court finally dashed any hope that Chukwuemeka Izugo, the man better known as Reverend King, will walk home a free man. He was convicted on a 5-count murder charge at the lower court, having allegedly set fire on 7 members of his church, which caused the death of one of them. The Supreme Court's decision to uphold the appeal court's judgment affirming the death sentence means justice has finally been served on the bearded man of God. The hush-hush that greeted our arrival at the Ajao Estate headquarters of the church affirms the belief that the estate resident had lived for years in mortal fear of Reverend King. Kind of making inquiries about the church.
Oh, okay. I just go and visit.
TVC News' first visit to the church after the judgment was on a Monday. The locked premises and this man, who we nearly mistook for a club bouncer, welcomed us. When we requested to speak to church members, this was his response.
Need anything, just come on a service day. That's all.
Close to 10 years after the General Overseer of the Christian Praying Assembly, CPA, Reverend King, was sentenced to death by hanging, the Supreme Court has validated the judgment. This validation has prompted a lot of reactions from both his church members and residents around the area where the church is located. If anything, the February 26 Supreme Court judgment on Reverend King should have ended a better forgotten era when fear ruled the hearts of many in this Lagos neighborhood. But not the residents, who say they continue to live in constant fear of his return. They wouldn't even show their faces on camera while narrating their experience with the convicted man of God.
I do live opposite them. I live opposite the church. So when they started, they were like, they have talk, they have all these hooligans, they have them there. And when they went out for evangelism, by the time they will come back, they will start riots inside the compound, inside the streets, beating people, doing like that.
It's not that we are having peace here now. When they took him, we are having peace now. But by then, nobody is free. Whether they will, when the guy is passing, they will beat you. Today say you will fall. That means we that are living here, we have to run. Before, when immediately we hear say the man is coming, all of us will run inside.
But if Ajao Estate residents dread the man, not his congregation, listen to this man.
You've been hearing about Reverend King, have you?
Yes, we have.
You've just been hearing it, but you don't know him.
No,
You don't
never
know
met
him.
him.
I know him.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I know him. And I'm one of his servants.
Oh, okay.
That man did not come into this one by his own self. He came from God. And there is nothing human being can do.
Why is he this highly idolized?
And what I'm hearing now is what he's telling me every day I go to church. Every day I go to church, there is something that he's telling us. Not only me, all the people that have come to him. So you now as a person, if you want to go to heaven now, you should try and belong so that you can be able to go to heaven.
We decided to fellowship with other members of the Christian Praying Assembly during one of their Sunday services. Cameras were not allowed, and we were barred from using our phones to record. The first message was in Igbo. Then came the anticipated message from Reverend King in English. Many will find it amazing that almost a decade since his incarceration began, his flock continues to grow. One resident pastor, Ekene, says the flock grows in leaps and bounds.
At least with your observation here now, you have seen that the church is progressing on a daily basis, as a matter of fact. Before Daddy Joel left here, and for your information, he told us that he was going somewhere. Do you understand? And we didn't know where he was going, but we know that he knows everything. There is no creation of God. There is nothing that God created on earth that our Geo did not know or does not know, unless that thing has not been created. That is one. Two, having seen the church, you see that there is increase every day against the belief of the world. Before he left, we had less than 6 branches the world over. But today we have over 200 branches. Meanwhile, he's still in prison.
Service ended and I tried to talk with other members. But that well-known reluctance to speak with non-members was again at play. This mild drama played out when we tried to push our luck for another interview.
Somebody now, can't you relax? Guy, leave me alone, please. Now, wow, what is? No, I'm not. Let me be candid. I'm not really impressed with the attitude, even me as well, because there's no big deal about it.
And while some residents seem concerned about the Supreme Court's judgment, church members generally remain unbothered.
I feel very bad because he's a man, well, according to as he is, he said he's a man of God. And we look at, my own prayer is that when they even caught him, he will repent.
It's evil. It's totally evil. The man should be killed. The man should be executed. I would like government to sign it and execute him without wasting time. Because they're boasting that when they are, that Joe will come back.